already see trying to an invaders Nautilus in the bot lane. Okay, they are going to be seen, I think. Yeah, they are seen. Nothing should happen here.
Yeah, they're trying to get something out with Nautilus, but this ward plays so much good. It's really good to see it, that what they're trying to plan. So nothing will happen here. So no first blood, no early shenanigans will happen here. Maybe a interesting hook from Nautilus here. No, I don't know, even not that. So nothing will happen. The bases will taken and going back to lane. So we will have something really quiet now in the first minutes. We see Day0 looking first, maybe seeing something, getting something information about this Sejuani, but not placing a ward there.
Yeah, the Ari plays the wards at the Raptor, so they are going to have the info on Ace of Spades of the passing of Scrabby. I don't think Spiky ballers have the info on Day0, where he's parting, and both junglers are not parting in the same way, so there will be no crab fight. I mean, most likely. It's going to be farming and maybe already ganking. I would have enjoyed, I don't think it's going to happen, but I would have enjoyed an early gank on this Rumble. Level 2 or level 3 gank from Day0. At this point he would not expect it and he's not very strong yet, but let's see what he's going to do.
Yeah, maybe we will see it. I mean, we see Day0 is farming from top to bot. Want to make action maybe after his full clear on the spot lane, like we say, but we see he's going for the Raptors, just letting top lane totally alone there. And I think, yeah, I totally agree with you. Would be totally nice to see this gank, but I think it's the best option if you're just saying like, you let top lane be top lane. You let this Sion just be Sion, just letting him scale, just giving him the health, and not trying to go for risky plays like this hook here now. But the Tornado is saving. So if you just don't give Rumble a lead, don't give him first blood or anything like this, I think it's the worst thing for Ace of Spades here, just to let Sion suffer in lane to get later the advantage.
As a top laner and a tank player, and so usually a weak side player, I felt that was suffer. I felt that deeply because it's not going to be fun for him. For now, he's doing pretty well. I will be honest. He's where he's pushing. He has HP advantage, so for now he's doing pretty okay. But the Sejuani will be top side. Okay, the Rumble is pushing. He should not be ganked. Everything should be fine. Both junglers should get their crab without contestation. And yeah, both just full cleared, and I don't think we are going to see a lot of aggression from the bot lanes. I don't expect to see a kill, but after the first reset or after Ari gets level 6, I want to see some action from the Ari and Zhao duo. Like that's those two that want to make some tempo in early game for Ace of Spades.
Yeah, 100%. So needs to happen around mid lane maybe now, since I was looking for a gank.
The gank maybe, the stun will be placed, the charm will miss from close, but the stun will see, he has to flash out, and yeah, Cross Hate had to use nothing, just lost a lot of HP, very good call about that, to not use his flash. Sadly, the charm missed, I think he expected a dodge. It was close, but I like the idea, but in the end, it just cost the Zhao flash. He lost nothing to Victor. He's fine.
Yeah, it was a little bit too deep under the turret. When the charm is sitting, maybe you can go for it, but you need to totally flash here. And we see
a whole lane. Yeah. The Nautilus save at this point of the game is clearly stronger than the Janna Smolder. Oh, and the Zhao is looking for something top lane. The slow is going to hit, not the CC. It's probably going to be 1-1 the flash out, the flash in to follow it. The Kinzao W will miss, but he's still there. He doesn't have flash anymore. Q2 hit, the Q2, the knockup is not hitting. W came back, and the E should come back soon, yes. And it's going to be a 1-for-1. But it's a kill to Glurp. I don't know how good that is.
Yeah, it's a kill for the Rumble, and that's what I said. It's maybe the problem, like mid lane here. Yeah, no, lasers on cooldown, so nothing will happen. They will Spikeball Gaming will take the first Drake here because they saw Zao on top lane, taking that kill. Yeah, 100% that kill on Rumble is not good, but I think it's good that you traded that kill, and especially into the hands of Zao. Maybe it's
now here. The Janna, she has to flash out and the heal to hope to survive, but the flash in of New Meta will follow and get the kill, and the 2v2 kill of the bot lane of Spiky Balls. We talked about the series that has to be ahead for this scum to really work in later games of the stage, and for now, she's doing her job.
Yeah, she's doing her job. They're playing it aggressive out, and I mean, you got an Nautilus next to your side, but here we see the kill in the 2v1 here from Rumble, and it's the damage in the overheat that's doing so much to Cyan, but it's the Zero that can take the return kill, even if it looked like he may be coming out, but the cooldown's coming up, and then the kill is happening. Conquest fully stacked, and then we're seeing here the bot lane situation. This is Nautilus. It's just the aggressive champion that after every hook these kills can happen, and Zeri needs to use flash. That could be maybe get punished from Zhao now when the wave is near the turret from Ace of Spades. But that's how you need to play it. 100% need to play it around here.
Probably not gonna get a kill, but the ultimate is consumed. Maybe she's trying for the kill. That's a flash from the Sejuani that is forced. That's no Ari ult for a moment, but no Sejuani flash can hurt her ganks potential, so that's pretty interesting. And yeah, on the bot side, we have no flash now, it's a flash on Nautilus, so I'm pretty curious to see if they're going to try to force something on it for now. For the moment, we see now playing bot side. Do you think we're going to see a cheeky gank here, a little gank?
Yeah, I think they will try to get hooked, and then we will see Zhao. Pressing now B, hook is missed.
Right? Oh. And hook missed! That was not part of the plan.
Hit.
Okay, now still coming in. The slow from Smolder. Sana is following. The E W will hit. The E. The Nautilus will fight flash shot. Will he survive? Yes, he survived in the knockup on Zeri. It's only going to cost a flash on Nautilus and a lot of his HP. It was a good gank, but now, if you just continue like to make people flash but not getting kills, this will not help a lot. So you have to find ways to use those flashes. The Nautilus hook missing, that was unlucky.
Yeah, I mean you get the flash. Now both laners don't have the flash. Maybe you can now work with it again. But the problem is you need to give the objectives away from your team. So like now again, Zhao Son on bot lane, Seju instantly moving to the grubs, saving the grubs, getting free grubs. And that's huge for the team of Spikeball to get better deplatings. I mean, now nobody hit for real any turrets, expect for Ari in the mid that get one plating. But this could be really hard for the late game when it comes to pushing on these side lanes, especially this Rumble of Victor. This could be getting a real problem.
Yeah, I agree. Zhao is ahead in farm because it's Zhao and Sejuani did more objective, so he's probably ahead in gold also, but yeah, we see, okay, what's interesting for me is mid lane, bot lane. Mid lane, the Ari has a huge farm advantage, and bot lane is the Zeri cost to kill help. Top lane, that's trading. The Sion is not too behind in the farm. He's getting attacked. Ooh, the hook is going to get found, but the Ari is there, and now the Nautilus has no flash and no hook to survive, so probably gonna fall here. The Zeri, turn back on Smolder. I do have the damage. For the moment, the Ari is gonna get hit, and the Smolder ultimate is going to kill the Zeri. They tried to turn it back. In the end, they both died. That's 2 more kills on the side Ace of Spades, and the Smolder is maybe gonna get accelerated because of that.
Yeah, and that was a really good roam that happened here to enable these 2 kills, and especially 2 kills on both carries of the team of Ace of Spades. So Ari got a kill and the Smolder got a kill, and that was really huge. I mean, we see Zeri got the item already finished. Expect this CS, but now we see Victor here flashing out.
Nice flash for the Charm. It's going to be all. That was a nice reaction for the flash, but yeah, like you said, the 1 kill of each carry, and Ari has Dark Seal, so the kill on her is good.
Yeah, and here we're seeing it again. Ari on the perfect flank here now. no vision for the blue side here. So it's easy to get it here. Looks like they want to fight it, but the charm into is sitting 100% in the Smolder. Just execute here. Jazeri Smolder getting low. Nautilus can't finish the job, and Ari is getting here the kill. And like you said, for the Darkseer, for the first 3 stacks especially, so it's giving a little bit of more damage to this Ari. And we see Rumble now roamed to this Drake, so they really want to stack these Drakes really early. I mean, it's pretty good to stack Drakes really early and really fast. So you get Soul and you don't let the enemy team into this direction. Nebby is now getting a caught.
You get Nebby, yeah, getting caught, but the Nautilus and the TP, instant flash out, or the last person is not going to hit, and the TP from Club backed up. That was more than Dragon. They got a kill, they got all summons out of Ari. Maybe Ace of Spades are a little bit overreacting or reacting too late, not together. I don't know if they saw the number that there were 5 people there, but yeah, for the moment, Spiky Balls have every objective on the map of the early game. And the Scion, is doing an okay job. Well, be honest, he's doing pretty great.
Yeah, he needs to get to drop some CS, but is everything fine. The only 1 kill there happened. Nothing bad happened anymore there. Even had the chance to get a little bit back from the CS due that Rumble was on this Drake fight as well. Only get an assist out of it due to that Jenna that got killed there. Got his mask now ready up. So it could be getting a harder time now for the Scion due to Leandris already finished in that pocket from Rumble.
And the mid lane, we see the ultimate consummated, going to force Ari ult also, because now he's there to cover, so probably no care. W is going to miss. He's going back in and she's going to die. And to top the 1v1 is pretty close to the CDs of the Rumble are coming back, flash in, and flash out and flash to follow. And it's going to be another solo kill on the side of Spiky Balls, mid and top, doing a very good job. Like this Victor survived the Ari all-in and Ginzao came to help the gank, and in the end she died and he got out. Yeah. So they were even in gold right before this, and now we're going to see it again.
Yeah, I mean, here with the ultimate you are out, you don't need to use the other stacks, but I think here you just want to go in with the Zinzao. Zinzao don't hit his W, so he can't E instantly to this Victor if you're getting the knock up here. But yeah, the wave the wave is crashing, so everything is fine for Tide in this situation. If it's saying it like this, the wave is crashing, so he's getting Glub is getting the next kill. But
it's not the end of the world, but Glub missed the entire wave. There was cannon that hurts. He got a kill, but at what cost? But yeah, for now, the goal is pretty close. It's only 400 gold difference, but Spiky Balls have more objective. On the other side, we said that Ace of Spades might have better scaling, and they're going to try to find another kill on the Scion. Nautilus is there, the hook is going to find, the Grazer going to miss, but the damage is there. Scion cannot run, it's blocked, and Zeri being 1v2 bot lane, tries maybe to trade a little bit too aggressively, and is going to die. I didn't see what happened to her E or how that happened, but she's going to die, and this is maybe not that good that the small is getting accelerated.
No, it's not really good. I mean, Nautilus on a roam, okay, you can take it, you get the kill out, you get another kill into this Rumble against the Scion, but that your Zeri is dying there is not the best thing, especially for the Smolder that got hauled down onto this lane, had a really huge CS difference between both these ADCs, and now finishing his Sense Reaver due to this kill and getting a little part item as well, finishing his boots. So yeah, this Smolder is starting to scale, and here we see the situation. It's like Zeri want to dash and dashing over the wall, so a little bit outplaying herself. That's unlucky.
Just wanted to dodge the small W and went over the wall, and then they want to lose the cannon. That's sad. The charm is going to miss. Yeah, the Herald is up, and both teams look like they want to fight it. First time that Ace of Spades is going to be ready to contest an objective. Might have our first team fight of the game. Both ADCs are bot lane, so yeah. Already a flash out of the Nautilus. This can be game decisive.
Yeah, this could be a huge step in the right direction for one of both teams. Whoever wins the fight or gets here Herald as well. I mean, if you open the mid turret, tier 1 turret on top is already down, so the first turret went away. But you can open up the first turret here, and now the fight begins.
And Olin and the Janna Q that is pushing people away of the Sun Q. Yes, Spiky Balls get the Herald, but the respawn is still there. Sun is still very tanky. They have only AP damage dealers here, and the Xao Ari are behind to follow him. He's the Xao is going to fall, but the Ari is still there, still doing dead damage, and the Sion Stan is still not dead. He was dead the entire fight, and he's not going to die. They only have AP damage, and this Sion with this Kanik thing, the OP item, whatever, survived for so long. He's unkillable without the Zeri, and the Zeri died. I didn't even saw that. She died 1v1. Okay,
True.
Spiky Balls got the Herald, but at what cost?
Yeah, that's a huge cost that you're giving here away. Losing that fight, losing your tier 1 turret in mid, losing your tier 1 turret in top lane. So it's much gold that's now falling into the hands of Ace of Spades. And especially 3 kills for that Ari into that last fight. Maybe we'll see a replay of both situations.
Magi.
But that was really insane good fight.
Yeah, and we see the Magi buy from Begenko Dorte already buying a Magi, even if he only has 7 stacks, hoping to get to 10 stacks pretty soon. Both teams are now ready to do the same, Drake, but this time all together, and we're going to see it again. At the start, it didn't look that good. The Charm found the Victor, but Sun has the VQ, but China holds them away. And at the spot, I really didn't think it would work well, but in the end, Simon finds another one, and he's so tanky that Ari can do her damage, Kinzao can get his CC back, and they're going to be fighter on the Drake. The Shishwati is getting the Drake, but she's probably going to die. She's in the middle of everybody. The Nautilus ult is on the smaller, but cannot be follow-up. The Sun is still there, very tanky. The Ari is need to do damage. Kinzao in the middle trying to get the Zeri. She's going to fall, but Zeri doesn't have the damage to kill them all yet. On the other side, Rumble is doing his part in the team fight and burning opponents, and it's just a 2v2 in the end. Both top laners and mid laners, solo laners are fighting either shot out. The flash to flash the Q spell, but will get hit by the charm and still get the opponent, but the Sound doesn't want to die. He's now in 1v2, and I don't think he can win it. Even if he has a lot of magic resistance, he's just going to fall a double stun before he dies. It's passive, but likely not getting anything out of it. What are those fights? Those are insane fights. In the end, Spiky Balls is on soul point. They got the trick, but that team fight was crazy.
Yeah, that was a really crazy team fight that we saw. I mean, they stole the Drake from Ace of Spades here, so Scrabby just minded here correctly to get the Drake, to get the soul point for the next Drake. That means Mountain Soul especially. But here we see the replay of this fight. We see Scrabby is going in, smiting it perfectly there to get it out there. Citra's falling easily, so it's a 5 versus 4, but we see the damage from that Zeri. No one can exactly get there to that Zeri, and it's Victor as well that can just stay in these backlines and do the damage. Smoda is alone with the Rumble, getting deleted from this Rumble. It's just hurting the damage that we see on this little dragon. And then it's, yeah, Ari that's greedy for that Victor, trying not to focus his Rumble to get to this Victor. But Rumble is doing a lot of damage. You can't ignore this Rumble right now. He's really doing damage. And then this Q maybe looks like he can turn around the fight, but the E is not going into this Victor, so no slow applied on this Victor to get the return kill maybe onto them. But yeah, in the next crazy fight, and now in the favor for Spikeball, that's nearly again evening the goals between both teams.
Yeah, they're very even right now, but just objective, I saw like the Spiky Balls have so many of them, and during that fight I just want to notice the we're going to see the steal again. The problem is of course that they have so much AoE damage. Oh, wow. Okay, I saw 1k4 and then it was gone. I didn't even saw that smite was insane.
They zero smited. They zero smited at 1287, and after that, Scurry smited at 87. And it was
That's
close, really
so
close.
Ooh, that's going to miss. And it's really like it's really sad because we saw Ace of Spades trying to focus the Sejuani to kill Scrabby, but they only have AoE damage. Small the Q, AoE, everything is AoE. So they hit the dragon without trying, but trying by killing the Sejuani, they hit the dragon and put it down to the smite percent. And yeah, like for now, both teams, I feel like both teams are just farming and waiting until there's an objective, and then they're going to give us a crazy fight, and then do it again, farming a few minutes into next crazy fight.
I mean, the next objective is up. It's the Atakan on there on top lane, and I mean, you don't want to just start it. You just need 1 to 2 kills to get it. I mean, it's not the hardest Atakan again, but now maybe you find the catch that you need here.
Yeah, the hook was found on the Nebi, but it was a bait. The bait worked this time, and 4 players were behind to try to cover. That's a kill on the support. Is it enough to start the Atakan? They're already going in this direction. They only used one single ult for that, the Ari ult, and I think they're going to start it. Is Glop going to TP there, or are they just going to concede it?
We will see. They're starting it now, so it's the 3 vs 4 now with ultimates up. Expect the ultimate from Ari. Rumble is TPing. Tide didn't saw that, just looking. Don't see the TP because it's on the tier 2, so no one knows now. Tide TPing now there as well. The situation now starting.
Nicholas, the steal of Scrappy, the smite god, and Nicholas is very good. The Rumble is doing so much damage in the middle, and the Zeri is stabs the Victor. So much AoE damage. They got the steal, they got the kills. Spiky boards is just winning in those team fights, except that one at the Herald, they're winning the team fights one after the others, just playing better in team fight, playing better together. You talked about but the most important part is playing as a team, and we can see it so well. Even if technically they're not the highest elo, those team fights in the steal again, 350 HP, the Equalizer so good behind with the Zeri and Victor AoE damage. Like yeah, the Sun is tanky, it doesn't matter. His entire team dies of AoE damage. The Rumble on the side of flank was very good. And yeah, that's... Okay, we're going to see the slow motion again.
Well, now we're doing it on purpose, no?
Is Daisy was still in shots to have a comment, and they get the soul now. This hurts.
Yeah, they're getting now every objective in this game. Getting the Grubbies, getting Herald, getting Atakan, getting 4 Drakes. So in 5 minutes the Elder is up, so that's the only last thing maybe to get for Ace of Spades here. The thing is, we shouldn't forget the scaling from Ace of Spades due to that Smolder. I think the stacks are ready, if I saw it right. So the execute should be now on the side of Ace of Spades. And the thing is that they're losing the fight against Atakan is normally because your resistance are smelting when you're fighting against Atakan, and they used it 100% on Spikeball's side to win this fight, and getting now the lead onto their side, onto the blue side of gold. So it's now the only thing to know is now, can they scale it out and get maybe the good fight here? Hook is sitting.
Double ult from Rumble and from Zeri. Instant disappear, like instant pop from the Janna. And it's pretty funny, like Bingo Dote, the Ari had a Magi, sold it, and now Glurp has a Magi. A Magi on Rumble? I found it so risky because you're melee, but he's surviving those fights. He's not dying, so I understand it. It helps to snowball, but like, it's really the exchange Magi. It was Ace of Spades Magi, and now a few minutes later, it's Spiky Board that has one. So, but yeah, there's not a big goal difference between both teams.
Wow, it's totally even between them. Maybe between the 1 or 2 carries, there's the goal difference between, especially top lane. I think these goal difference all lies on top lane. Around this Rumble, that's 8-2 on the top side there against Tide Siren with 0-5. So yeah, there's there's the gold difference maybe in it, but every other champ is equally to their lane opponent, and that could be really interesting for the next fight. I mean, Baron is now up. The next timers are the Elder in, I think, 3 minutes, 4 to 3 minutes. So there's the time now to scale up for Ace of Spades, to get an Infinity Edge onto that Smolder, to get a huge damage, more damage onto that Smolder with that Infinity Edge, to get the item finished for Ari as well, to fight there. And you need to be carefully with this Nautilus especially. One hook here is the killer of all in these fights, so you need to play around it. You need to let Tide get hooked, or maybe Day Zero get hooked, to work with the ultimate of Sunzao to maybe get something out.
They're already going to be a fight. Mid lane and the top laner of each team is bot. The aggressive person will find the Ice Prison. The hook will be connecting too. And a good Equator said that's already the first pick of the Ari. The Smolder has his stacks, but the flashing of Blurb and the flashing of the Nautilus, and they're just melting. Doesn't matter. The Smolder has his stacks. If he's just getting flashed in and one-shotted, this Rumble has now 20 Magi stacks and it's melting them. And yeah, the aggression paid. It was a 4v4 at this point. Crosshade TP'd, but it's a free Nash. It's a free Nash for Spiky Balls. They got, I think, every one of the neutral objectives of the game. I think they let nothing out. That's impressive.
Yeah, they're getting all the objectives are out, and here we see it again. Interesting positioning there from Ari, but the ult's hitting everything here. Ari is getting deleted, Jenna coming out, but then it's Rumble is flashing over the wall with the overheated flamethrower, and it's the damage from this fat Rumble that's really carrying now these fights, and that will be a huge problem, especially now with the Baron buff, with 6k difference between both teams, and with the Baron buff, it can go higher. It can totally go higher, and
yeah,
we are more on the way to 10k difference than going to the even state that we had like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, they were so close. They were closing goals soon. And the Ari is getting maybe caught again. She has flash, she has everything. First one is already used. The Nautilus all will connect. She cannot dodge that, and is gonna get knocked up on the turret and getting lasered by those carries of Spiky Balls. It's a pickup, and that's an important one. Will really help to put pressure, because now only Smolder can really clear the waves from far. And even if you have the stacks, he cannot clear both lanes at the same time. So yeah, it's going to be hard for Ace of Spades to defend this for the moment. Looks like they're going to get the bot tier 2. The Sejuani is getting engaged. Another good hook. Okay, he finds so many hooks. He finds like Scrabby and Santa find so many hooks, and I didn't look for a second at the center of the screen, and Magic just disappeared. He just died. He just exploded.
Yeah.
That's so much damage. It's hard. They're now opening the base.
It's totally hard now. They're getting in a 1, in a 2, and maybe they are looking for to end the game. Hook is sitting here.
Yeah, they're gonna try to find the end of the game. They're getting a turret. They cannot defend this. They don't have the whip. They don't have the damage and tankiness. They have nothing, and it's going to be 1-0 for Spiky Balls. This is a very convincing game. Early game, maybe even, but their team fights were just better. Like, their team fights were so clean.